Hey guys, I am Tony. Welcome to Simple Advantage. I hope you're having a great day. So today I'm going to be talking about some few last minute affordable Christmas gifts that you can get for somebody that are tech related, that aren't going to break the bank, and should be fairly easy to pick up, without having to worry about too many delays. I know we're getting pretty close here to Christmas. So here's just a few items that I think would make good tech Christmas gifts. For somebody who's into that, but still being within probably a $50 or below price range, and some of them even being in the $20 or below price range. And so all of this is stuff that you can get on Amazon, and the main thing is reading reviews, doing your research before you buy any particular product. Always look at what people are saying who have bought it previously. You don't just want to buy any, cheap charger out there or whatever. But usually you can find some pretty good cheap tech products on Amazon. And so one of the first things that I would kind of look at as a nice gift that can be fairly affordable is some wireless earbuds. And so these are made by Tozo, and I've been using these for probably a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. And they're just some cheap wireless buds that you can get on Amazon. I think they run around like $30, hit or miss. I haven't checked the price on this specific pair here lately, but I know that there are quite a few different pairs of wireless buds that you can get on there for cheap, $40 or less. And maybe there's some even better deals than that. So I know they're not, AirPods or anything. But if it's somebody that's not going to be super picky about name brand, I find that a lot of them do their job well. And most people, they just want something that's quick and easy to put in and listen to real quick. And they may not be, the best quality in the world, but I honestly have very much enjoyed these. And I just think they do a good job for what they're made for. Another thing that you could look at in the audio department would be getting some headphones. So there's tons of like uber cheapy headphones that you can get, and sometimes too cheap. You probably don't want to pick up any $7 headphones or anything, but you can still find some deals of generally decent quality headphones, under $40, maybe the $35 range. And so like I say, look at reviews and just kind of determine from what people are saying if you think that would be a good pickup, and don't go the cheapest route you can possibly can on those, because a lot of times with headphones you're going to get what you pay for. But I think that $40 or $35 range is probably a pretty safe range to get something that will work and would make a nice gift. So another thing that something that I've actually picked up for some of my family members in the past that you can get pretty good deals on are gaming headsets. And so, if they don't have one, something's better than nothing, right? And it kind of goes the same way with the normal headphones. Don't go as cheap as possible, but there's usually a pretty good middle ground on these. Usually around $50, you can pick up a gaming headset that's going to function well. And like I say, just read reviews. You also need to know what kind of connection they need. So if they're a console gamer, say they use a PS4, you're going to want to make sure that the gaming headset will specifically work with a PS4. And then if they're like a PC gamer, I would recommend getting one that connects via USB, because with computers, sometimes it's a little tricky. Different 3.5 millimeter headphone jack plugins are different, and whether it can do both audio and microphone is dependent on how many rings that port has inside of it. So I think it's if it has 3 rings, it can do both, but most are built with only 2, and it can only do one or the other. So that gets a little tricky, and I would just try to avoid that whole mess if I could, and really just look for a gaming headset that has a USB connection. So That way you don't have to worry about hassle, you just plug it in and it does its deal. So like I say, kind of that's something to look for when you're looking at gaming headsets. And honestly, like if you have a kid or even an adult, somebody who likes gaming and isn't, someone who necessarily spends a lot of money on their setup, there's a lot of really cheap gaming peripherals out there that you can get for a decent price. RGB lighting is one of the cheapest things that you can buy to really make your setup look cool. It kind of makes it pop. And you can get them for like $10, $12. You can, get different lengths. And, usually they come with a remote and you can change the different colors. So that's something to keep in mind as kind of a stocking stuffer. A real cheap way to kind of bring a little bit more character into somebody's setup if they're a gamer. Or even to put on the back of their TV or something if they're a console gamer, to give a little bit of ambience to the room while they game. So that's kind of a pretty cheap, safe bet. If you have a gamer in your family, they'll probably like that. Not saying all gamers are the same, but I would like that if somebody got that for me. Another safe bet, if you just want to get something cheap, and you can, as with all audio products, it's going to depend what you spend. But Bluetooth speakers are a pretty safe gift, very useful. Hopefully we'll get to start going out more and stuff, and especially this summer, you go camping, you want to listen to some music, put a little Bluetooth speaker out there, listen to some tunes and stuff. And you can get those pretty cheap, and honestly, you get pretty doable ones for around $20. There's some that are waterproof, you can get all kinds of stuff. Some of them light up. Like I say, just read reviews. And I think Bluetooth speaker is something that most people can enjoy. Even, like my mom likes to listen to music when she cooks, so she would actually probably enjoy that. Maybe I should get her one of those. Next on the list would be a wireless charger. So if you know somebody who doesn't have a wireless charger yet, or you just think that they would find one handy, I would definitely look at getting one of those. Now, one thing to think about when you are looking at wireless chargers is, I think in 2020, you don't want to get one that's under 15 watts. If you have to look at that, because a lot of them that they sell for cheap, they only go up to 5 watts. And I don't know, guys, like a lot of times that doesn't even charge the phone. It kind of just like keeps the battery where it's at and maintains the battery and stops it from going down anymore. You don't want it to just really not give the phone power. You want it to be powerful enough that you're actually charging the phone and getting some juice through there. So if you do look at a wireless charger, definitely check what wattage it is, and I personally would not go under 15 watts. And then the last thing on my list of a cheap Christmas tech gift would be a power bank. And they actually sell some portable power banks that have wireless charging included. And that I think that's really handy, because when you buy a power bank and you want to take it with you, you usually don't want to take a cord with you too to charge it. To me, that's kind of a hassle. And it's already a hassle to have to bring your power bank if you're going to be like on a few day trip or something. And to have to pack a cord too, it's just kind of annoying. So I've had a couple that had wireless charging included on them, and I absolutely loved them. I think there's quite a few brands that sell them on Amazon. I think Aki sells some. So there's some pretty reputable companies out there that have the wireless charging ones. So just do your research on them before you buy them. But usually you can find a pretty decent power bank for under $50 or something. So that's just a few ideas if you guys were needing some ideas for stocking stuffers, or just some ideas, maybe to get your kid or your mom or whoever. I think these are pretty generalized gifts that anybody could enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, a like and sub would be super appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next one.